Well, it's now time to review some headlines of today's newspapers from around the world with Emmanuel Ifeni. Emmanuel? Great Malabite. Okay, you're waiting for that.
I'm waiting for that.
Okay.
You dare not miss
I saw it.
Great Malabite. Action.
Yes, good morning. Let's start the review right away with this day, Nigeria's newspaper of record. The lead story: to boost morale, federal government increases police salary by 20%. Effective January 2022. Raises duty toll allowance to 6%. Approves payment of 1.012 billion for uninsured personnel from 2013 to 2020. OK's 13.12 billion outstanding debt benefits for 5,472 personnel from 2013 to 2021. 18.6 billion tax waiver approved for junior officers from October 2021. Well, this must be good music in the ears of policemen. I'm sure there will be some celebration in the police barracks. Yes. Now, don't forget that one of the requests of the NSAS protesters was the improvement of the welfare of policemen. Oja, you remember that very well.
Yes.
And the president accepted all the 5-point demand. And here, the president, keeping to the promise of improving the welfare of policemen. And you look at it that 20% may be small, but it is something. And if you add to the fact that 8.6 billion tax waiver approved for junior officers from October
18.6 billion.
Yes, 18.6 billion tax waiver approved for junior officers from October 2021, which means they'll be getting more money, obviously, at the end of the day. So it's a good development.
Yes.
Yes, you say, yes, the inflation rate, but if nothing was done, they would still have been dealing with the inflation rate. So, but now that something has been done, I want to say kudos to Mr. President for looking into the welfare of the policemen. But of course, there is more to be done. They need proper barracks. Many of the police barracks are in sorry state. And I hope somewhere along the line, provision of barrack facilities, improvement of the police barracks, and other condition of services for our policemen will also be dealt with.
Yeah,
let's just say this is a starting point.
This is a starting point. And kudos, to the government for doing this. I'm really excited that this has been done. I think part of this, too, that I'm happy about is the fact that they've been able to increase the insurance scheme for police officers, because salary is one of them. The most important thing is insurance. There's no how. Police officers risk their life for us every day, and that's why we support them when they need to be supported, and when they don't do right.
They always need to be supported.
We call them out.
We call them out when they're not doing right, but we always support them.
But I'm happy that they've been able to increase the insurance scheme, because you see, there are a lot of police officers, and I'm advocating for the police this morning. There are a lot of stellar police officers that lose their life in the course of duty, and nothing is done for their family members. Year on year, I used to be part of, the Crime Writers Association dinner for police officers. And I hear the story and I meet some of their family members. And you need to know the pain some of their family members go through when they lose their life in the course of duty, because there's nothing on ground for them. So I'm happy that there's a robust insurance scheme for police officers now. And kudos, but more can be done.
Absolutely.
We can do more.
I mean, if you recall, I believe it was last week, we took that story about how, police officers were told that they should spend their money, carefully, because their December salaries was not going to come till even probably January, which, the police have debunked. I hope that, this will, continue.
No, this will come right on time.
Absolutely.
Yes, this will come right on time. Let's look at other newspapers quickly. The Guardian newspaper. The lead story: insecurity. Citizens blast federal government over Nigeria safer than 2015 comment. Yes, the comment made by the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed. Boko Haram would have declared Islamic State in Nigeria. Federal government flees critics. Bandits kill Kaduna lawmaker. Gunmen kidnap Imo monarch. Buhari should Buhari should show empathy to Nigerians, says Obasanjo's committee. Government insensitive to people's plight, Rasfanjani. Police clamp down on not bleeding protesters. Police, DSS must stop arresting northern protesters. Amnesty. CSOs, that's civil society organizations, cry out over federal government college pupils. Others abducted since June. Many of those students are still in captivity.
Yes.
Just like the Chibok girls, just like Lai Sharibu. Yes, Lai Sharibu. Still in captivity, yet the government and the government spokesperson, Lai Mohammed, wants Nigerians to believe that things are now better. But of course, it's the photograph on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Northern Nigeria is bleeding. Buhari, well, then, of course, North is bleeding. And those protesters were, some of them were dispersed and some
prevented,
of them prevented from protesting.
Because they actually booked a place to protest,
yes.
And they had security personnel.
And we just have to remind
them.
the security agents that the right to peaceful protest is the right of every Nigerian.
Yeah.
These protesters were peaceful. They should have been allowed to make their views known. Now, the Punch newspaper, not is bleeding protest. Federal government under attack as DSS police disperse arrest demonstrators. Now, if you look at the Leadership newspaper, amid security concerns, bandits collect levies in Niger. State government confirmed. Says farmers pay terrorists to harvest.
Yes.
Bandits kill Kaduna Assembly member. Insurgency, terrorism won't disappear overnight. Federal government insists government is working hard to tackle insecurity. And I think Lai Mohammed,
More information for the Minister of Information.
should take note. Just on the borders of Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, this is what bandits are doing. Bandits who have been declared as terrorists by the court. This is what they are doing, collecting levies. And you're talking about 2014, please pay attention to what is happening. Now, the Daily Independent newspaper, quickly. Federal government to toll Lagos-Ibadan, Abuja-Kano roads, second Niger bridge. Upon completion, the federal government will toll the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Abuja-Kano road, and the second Niger bridge to ensure maintenance and also pay back loans. If we just look at the foreign newspapers quickly. Now, the Times of UK cut back on plans over Christmas, says Witty. And of course, the Daily Telegraph also has the same story. Scale back Christmas plans. That's what Boris Johnson is advising citizens of the United Kingdom. Why? The Wall Street Journal is reporting colleges, companies respond to rising outbreaks of COVID infection, a sharp rise in COVID-19 cases, and concern about the fast-spreading Omicron variant is making companies, colleges in the U.S. to have a rethink and rearrange their programs.
That's all the stories you have? I wanted to talk about this story on this day.
Yes, you can talk on...
Otedola, I have no interest in holding any board position in FBN Holdings. He is the single largest shareholder of FBN Holdings. You would think that all of the rancor that was going around at that point, you would think that this was what he was doing, but it appears that he's saying he doesn't want to be chairman.
Okay.
Well, has it been confirmed that he's the...
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Most importantly, we need to run this morning. Thank you so much, Rajiv. Thank you so much.